Yes, sir.
Screen sharing also. Pardon, ma? What about screen sharing?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, good morning, students. So, actually, the problem with me here is my family members, my wife and parents. So, they got COVID positive. So, because that I am taking care of them as well as my kids also. So, students, you please cooperate with me, even if I won't take the class complete 60 minutes. So, if I complete even within 30 minutes also, please you stay back and prepare for the next week that mid semester examination within that half an hour. Okay, you please cooperate me in this week. Students, is this okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, no. Actually, this last one, so within second chapter of second unit, circular queue, we completed, I think, some of the content in circular queues. Just I'm opening it. Patience. I think up to this completed, is it right now? Algorithm to insert an element in a circular queue. This equation we discussed in the last class, right? With an example,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, right. So this is about when you want to insert an element into the circular queue. So first of all, if we have to check overflow condition, whether the circular queue is filled or not. So for that, we discussed already with an example also. If you perform this rare plus 1 modulus x is equal to front, so then we say that the circular queue is full. That we discussed with an example also. So then you have to display right, okay, overflow. Then go to step 4 means here go to exit. Step 4 is exit. Fine. Otherwise, if step 2, now I'm drawing here the for example, it is starting from 0 here. Mute your mic, my students. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, fine. Now see, so if this is the case, the circular queue is full that we discussed already in the last class. Now, if what do you mean by front equal to -1 and rear equal to -1 more? Can anyone tell?
Circular queue is empty.
Yeah, very good. Okay, this circular queue is empty. That means whenever initially if you create the circular queue, then in that case, before inserting a new element into the circular queue, both pointers front and rear pointing to -1. And the second case is after deleting all the elements from the circular queue, then again we have to set front and rear to -1. That means even if you take two cases, after deleting all elements or initial creation of the circular queue, when you observe the circular queue, it is completely empty. So that's why now you want to insert an element. But whenever you want to insert an element, if a front and a rear both pointing to -1, the circular queue is empty. Now what you have to do, students, in that case? You initialize or you set front and rear to the 0th position of the circular queue. Okay, now front and rear both pointing to 0th position. Okay, just arrow represent చేయట్లేదండి. Just ఇలా పెడుతున్నాను. Front and rear. These two are pointing to 0. Fine. else means if front is not pointing to -1 and rear is also not pointing to -1, then what you have to do before insertion? Students, here the case is front is not pointing to -1, rear is not pointing to -1. Then what you have to do? Can anyone tell? For insertion, at least some idea. Students, can anyone tell? If front and rear are not pointing to -1 means those pointers are pointing somewhere in the circular cube. You want to insert, then what to do?
Overflow condition check.
Yeah, overflow checking condition is completed. Uh, what is that? Is that condition is false means the circular queue is not filled. Then what we have to do? Means the circular queue is also having some empty locations. ఏం చేయాలి చెప్పండి? For insertion.
Increment rear by 1.
Yeah, okay, ma. Very good answer. Okay, so here you have to increment. You have to increment the corresponding rear pointer by 1. Yeah, it's fine. For example, okay. Okay. Here I am giving some values. Now, can anyone tell students if this is the case, where is the front pointer and where is the rear pointer? Can you tell the positions of front and rear? If these are the values 10, 20, 30.
Front one, sir.
Very good. Rear is?
Is at 4.
Yeah, rear is at 3,
Sir,
right?
3.
Okay. Right. Okay, good. Now this is front and this is rear. Now what we are telling here is if circular queue is not overflow. Yeah, it is not overflow because still you have two locations to insert the new elements. Fine. And front and rear both are not pointing to -1. Okay. Then so according to whatever your friend said, you have to increment the rear pointer by 1. Now you are incrementing. Now this is the rear pointer. You are incrementing this. It is R here. For example, you have given here the value 40. So I am removing this. Yeah, okay. Now, so what you are telling is increment rear by 1. Now, for example, here I want to insert a new element. Now, whether I have to increment rear by 1 here also?
No, sir.
No. Then in this case, so which equation I have to use to insert new element at rear position? Rear +1 చేస్తే 5 అవుతుందండి. మరి రేర్ ని జీరో చేయాలి అంటే ఏంటమ్మా వాయిస్ క్లియర్ గా రాలేదు.
Modular division use చేస్తాం.
Very good, very good. Okay, that is what already we discussed in the last class. That is this formula itself only. Overflow కి వాడుతున్నాం చూడండి, అంటే ఈ ఫ్రంట్ అవసరం లేదు మనకి. This condition is enough. Okay, students. So what you have to do here, you have to always perform. It's better whenever you are inserting any element into the queue, a circular queue. It's better to use instead of writing rare equal to rare plus 1, you write rare plus 1 modulus x, isn't it? Now whenever rare value is 4 plus 1 modulus max means size of the circular queue, that is 5. Then 4 plus 1 modulus 5, what is the result, students?
0.
Very good, 0. Okay, now in that case what happened? Now rare value from 4 to it's set to 0. Yeah, students, is this okay? Or if you have any doubts, you ask me now itself. Why we have to use rare plus 1 modulus x for insertion of new element? Is it clear? Students, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, because of this reason only. If you write like in the normal queue, only you are writing rare equal to rare plus 1. That is for inserting any element. But here, as this is the circular queue, after the maximum size, you have to set the rare value to 0 in order to insert the new element. Okay, because we don't have any 5 here, 5th location. Okay, it should be again set to the 0. For that we have to use rare plus 1 modulus x. Fine. So that's why here, see, if rare equal to max minus 1 means, if rare is pointing to this 4, max minus 1 means, and front not equal to 0, front is not equal to 0 కదా, అంటే ఇంత ముందండి, this is before, like this, ఇలా ఉన్నప్పుడు ఇలా, if rare is pointing to max minus 1 and if front is not pointing to 0, then what we have to do, students? We have to set rare to 0. Is it right or not? For insertion.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what in the algorithm we are mentioning, that we have to set rare to 0 when rare is pointing to max minus 1 and front is not equal to 0. You can also write here also set rare equal to, instead of 0, you can write directly use this formula, no issue. Okay, if rare equal to max minus 1 means, if you perform rare plus 1 modulus max, what is the value you will get, students, here? If rare is pointing to max minus 1 and if you use this formula, what is the value for rare you will get?
0.
0. Okay, మీరు ఇక్కడ 0 ఇట్లా డైరెక్ట్ రాస్తారు కదంటే, if you don't want to write 0, you can write this formula, then also you will get 0 only. Else otherwise you have to set rare equal to rare plus 1 modulus x, sorry, modulus max. That means, so if you want to increment rare pointer, it's better to use which formula, students? Rare plus 1 modulus max. ఏ ఇంక్రిమెంట్ అయినా అండి, రేర్ కి ఏ ఇంక్రిమెంట్ అయినా, ఫర్ ఇన్సర్షన్ it's better to use the formula rare plus 1 modulus max. So this is about the insertion. So in insertion of an element into circular queue, if you have any doubt, students, ask me now itself. Anyway. Yeah, students, is it clear insertion algorithm? Or any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Then after incrementing this rare pointer, anyway, you have to store that new element in rare position of the circular queue. That is what step 3. Right. Now about the dequeue operation means deleting an element from the queue, circular queue. So the steps we have, whenever you want to delete an element from the circular queue, first we have to check the queue is empty or not. If the queue is empty, then it enters into underflow condition. Deletion is not possible. Okay. If the queue is empty, we cannot perform the dequeue operation. But when the element is deleted, what you have to do? The value of the front you have to increment by 1. That you know already. In what way we are doing in normal queue, here also same. You have to increment the value of the front by 1. And if only one element is there within the circular queue to delete, then what you have to do, students? You know already. After deleting that one element, you have to reset again front and rear to -1. Students, is this okay? 3 points. Right. Then so algorithm, this is algorithm in order to delete the element from the circular queue. If front equal to -1 means what, students? The circular queue is empty. So that's why deletion is not possible. We have to display underflow. Then go to step 4 means step 4 is exit. Next, in step 2, what you have to do? If queue is not empty means front is pointing to some element. For example, front is pointing to 10, element 10, which is at position 1. So then what we have to do here? You have to store that value in VAL for deletion. And if front equal to rear means only one element is there and that element you deleted. If you delete that one element from the circular queue, then what you have to do, students? You have to set front and rear to -1. Otherwise, okay, if front is not equal to rear, means like this only, here front is not equal to rear, then what you have to do? If front equal to max -1, if front is pointing here, then what you have to do, students? Rear is pointing somewhere and front is pointing to the 4th location and you deleted this party element. అప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? ఫ్రంట్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఫ్రంట్ ప్లస్ 1 అని రాయాలా?
No, sir.
No. Again, what you have to do? అప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? మళ్ళీ మనం If you want, you can
Max
also
minus
use you can also use same formula. What is that? Front equal to front plus 1 modulus max కూడా same వస్తుంది. Students, are you following? Even if you write front equal to front plus 1 modulus max అన్న కూడా ఏమొస్తుందండి మళ్ళీ వాల్యూ? Front is pointing to 4. ఏమొస్తుందమ్మా? Front equal to front plus 1 modulus max అంటే ఏమొస్తుంది చెప్పండి? Modulus. Front value is 4. 4 plus 1 modulus max is 5. What is the value you are getting?
0.
0. That means again the front points to the 0th location. That's it. It is very simple. For insertion or for deletion, it is better only to use one formula, rear equal to rear plus 1 modulus max. For insertion, front equal to front plus 1 modulus max. For deletion, it's very simple. Okay, if front equal to max minus 1, that means if front is pointing to 4th position, then after deletion you have to set front to 0. Okay, else otherwise you have to set front equal to front plus 1 and రాసిన ప్రాబ్లం లేదండి. You can write front plus 1 modulus max. ఎందుకు front plus, if front is pointing to 0, what is front plus 1 modulus maximum? Front is pointing to 0. What is the value?
1, sir.
1. That means is it equal to front plus 1?
No.
Yeah. Okay, 0 plus 1, that is 1 only. Like that, if front is pointing to 1, so if you perform front plus 1 modulus max, what is the result you will get? Front equal to 1, you will get 2. Right, ma?
2.
Yeah, which is equal to front plus 1, isn't it?
Yes.
Both the results, if even if you perform front equal to front plus 1 or front equal to front plus 1 modulus max, you will get the same results, right, ma? But if you use this common formula, it is also useful when, can anyone tell students, if you use this formula, it will be useful when it is useful? When front is pointing to
First position.
very good. When front is pointing to max minus 1, it is useful. Why? Because so if you use front equal to front plus 1, it points to 5 where we don't have the 5th location. But if you use okay, this formula, what is that? Front plus 1 modulus max. Actually, it's better front equal to front plus 1 modulus max. Then automatically from max minus 1, it the value set to the 0. Students, are you following whatever I'm telling?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. Okay. So like that, the deletion operation we can perform in circular queue, and step 4 is exit. Now students, if you have any doubts in deletion, you can ask. Students, is it okay? Deletion. Is it okay, students? Deletion.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Right. Now see with the some diagrammatic representation, NQ and DQ operation, but it is okay. We did not represent like the circle. Okay, like the normal array itself represented here, but you assume that, so it is like the cycle, we can say circle representation. That means after fourth location, okay, it moves to the 0th position. Okay, like that you consider initially front and rear both pointing to -1, and whenever you want to insert a new element, you have to set a rear and front to 0. Okay, yeah, right. Then after that, whenever you want to increment, sorry, whenever you want to insert a new element, then you use the formula rear equal to rear plus 1 modulus f modulus max. Then so it comes to the second position 20. And again, if you want to insert a new element, rear plus 1 modulus max 30. Then again, if you want to insert new element, rear plus 1, that is 2 plus 1 modulus max is 3. Next 3 plus 1 modulus max is 4. Now you want to perform deletion. Means front equal to front plus 1 modulus max. It comes to this position. Again front equal to front plus 1 modulus max come to this position. Front is pointing to 2, rear is pointing to 4. But again now you want to perform NQ operation. Then what is the formula, students? Rear equal to rear plus 1 modulus max. What is rear plus 1 modulus max? Rear, what is the rear value here? 4. So 4 plus 1
Zero.
modulus 5. That is 5 modulus 5. The value is 0. Now that means rear from fourth position. Now it is again back. It is pointing to the 0. So where we are inserting the new element, that is 60.
సార్ ఎలిమెంట్ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేసామని అన్ని ఒకటే లైన్ లో లేవు కదా సార్, అంటే ఒకటి మధ్యలో గ్యాప్ వచ్చి
వస్తుంది కదమ్మా, బికాస్ ఆఫ్టర్
అట్లా
ఫోర్త్
రాకుండా ఏం
పొజిషన్
చేయాలి సార్?
ఎక్కడ గ్యాప్
ఇట్లా మధ్యలో గ్యాప్
ఇదంటున్నారా?
రాకుండా సార్.
ఇదా
ఆ,
ఇదంటున్నారా?
ఆ,
No, ma,
yes,
this is actually because of the two deletions that you performed here. Because of the two deletion, yeah, because of the two deletion operations you performed, because of that only there are two gaps. Rear ikkadiki ragane you performed DQ operation 2 times. So DQ operation 2 times perform cheste emoutundi cheppandi, ee front lo unna value delete అయిపోయి front is incremented by 1, right ma? Then again you are
Yes, sir.
performing, yeah, then again you are performing one more DQ operation. That means 20 is deleted, which is there at a front position, and again front is pointing to second position. Now this is the case. But now what you want to do? You don't want to delete now. Now what you want to do? You want to insert a new element 60. Then if you want to insert a new element, what you have to do, students? You have to increment the rear pointer. For that, which formula you have to use? Rear plus 1 modulus max. Rear value is 4. Then what is the equation result? 4 plus 1 modulus 5. 5 modulus 5, which is 0. Yeah. So that's why now rear is pointing to 0. There itself we are storing the value, that is 60. సో ఇది మనం క్రియేట్ చేసింది కాదండి, బికాస్ వీ పర్ఫార్మ్డ్ డిలీషన్ ఆపరేషన్, దట్స్ వై సో దిస్ లొకేషన్ ఈజ్ ఎంప్టీ.
ఆ లొకేషన్ లో ఏం ఫిల్ కాదా సార్ ఇట్లా గార్బేజ్ వాల్యూ
లొకేషన్ లో ఫిల్ చేయొచ్చు ఏదమ్మా, గార్బేజ్ వాల్యూ ఉంటుంది, బట్ వెన్ ఎవర్ ఇఫ్ యూ డిస్ప్లే మేబీ యూ విల్ గెట్ 0 లైక్ దట్.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే, next see now again you want to insert one more new element 70, then again you have to increment the rear pointer. There we are storing 70, right? Now is this okay, this diagrammatic representation? For insertion
Yes, sir,
NQ
okay.
and DQ operations, right? Okay. Yeah, okay. Next, actually see here, if you see so with this, the circular cube concept is also completed. That means second unit is also completed. And when you have MSc1 students, DS, data structures, exam, mid-exam,
25th.
25th, means exactly 1 week, right? Ma? Same day. Fine, okay. So students, the syllabus is, you know already, by default syllabus, that is Unit 1 and Unit 2. Okay, so prepare well, students. And if you have any doubts at any time, you can ask me, no problem. And don't think that because the syllabus is completed, you don't have next 3 classes. Next 3 classes should be there. Okay, next step. So here, if you consider the lab syllabus, see here in this, whether we have any implementation of circular queue, program on circular queue is there in the syllabus. See here. స్టూడెంట్స్ స్క్రీన్ షేర్ అవుతుందా అండి?
Yes, sir.
ఉందా చూడండి, ప్రోగ్రామ్ టు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ సర్క్యులర్ క్యూ అని ఏమైనా ఉందా? అప్ టు క్యూ కంప్లీటెడ్, దిస్ ఈస్ దేర్ ఆల్రెడీ, దిస్ వి డన్. చెప్పానమ్మా, ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఆన్ క్యూ కంప్లీటెడ్ కదా. సి ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఆన్ నార్మల్ క్యూ కంప్లీటెడ్ అండి?
Yes, sir.
ఓకే ఓకే. సో ఇక్కడ మనకి వీ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఇన్ ల్యాబ్ సిలబస్ program to implement circular queue, only normal queue is there. So that's why actually no need to discuss, but anyway only for your understanding purpose, we will see the implementation of the circular queue. Yeah, this is the program. See about this, So the maximum size of the circular queue we are giving as 5, and the CQ array. So this is for storing and deleting the elements in the circular queue with maximum size, that is 5, and initially front and rear both pointing to -1. First, the execution starts from main function. Here it is. So to enter the choice, we are taking the choice variable as well as the item for which element or which value you want to insert into the queue, that we are using here as the item. So first of all, it will display here insert, delete, display, quit, and it asks for enter your choice. So it is displaying here insert, delete, display, quit. So if you write here directly fourth one, quit, then it exit from the program. Okay. Next. Suppose if you display, you want to display without inserting any element, what it has to display, students? Actually, there are no elements in the circular queue, but you want to display. Okay, so what it display? What it is displaying? అనిపిస్తుందా అండి?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is displaying queue is empty. Okay, so that's why here without having any elements, if you want to display, it will display like this. For example, if you want to delete without having any elements, what it display? What it is displaying, ma? Queue underflow. Okay, there are no elements in the queue, but you want to under underflow. Now coming to the first case, you want to insert, that's why you entered one, first option. Then what it is asking here, see, if you enter for the choice 1, choice value is 1 is matching with first case label, so it is asking for enter the element to insert into the circular queue. Then for example, I'm giving here it as 10, so that 10 is stored in item, and you are calling insert function by taking the argument as that value 10. It goes to the insert function. In insert function, we are taking the argument as 10. If front equal to 0 and rear equal to max minus 1, what is the meaning of that, students? Front equal to 0 means this one, rear equal to max minus 1 means this one. What is the meaning of that? Cheppandi, what it represents if it is like this? The circular queue is full. Is it right, ma? So that's why it will display queue overflow. Insertion is not possible because Okay, it's already filled. Next, otherwise, if front is equal to rear plus 1, if front is equal to rear plus 1 means here, for example, like this. Now, students, in this case, what
Satisfied.
about, okay, now also the circular queue is full. Okay, why? Because if a front equal to rear plus 1, first condition is we are writing here. Now you have, please concentrate because you have to tell one answer now. Okay, if a front is equal to 0 and rear is front is equal to 0, rear equal to max minus 1 means the circular queue is full. Otherwise, if front equal to rear plus 1, like this, if front equal to rear means 0 plus 1, in that case also circular queue is full. Now the question to you, if you understand properly, you can tell this. Instead of writing all these conditions, we can write one condition. What is that?
Rear plus 1 modulo max equal to 1 means full.
1 లెఫ్ట్ చెప్పింది
Zero,
మొత్తం కరెక్టే.
zero.
0 లెఫ్ట్ చెప్పింది మొత్తం కరెక్టే. ఈక్వల్ టు తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి, కరెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. Whatever you said to the left side of equal to is exactly correct, but right side you have to tell.
Front.
Very good. Okay, that is what, instead of writing all these things, you can simply write rear plus 1 modulus max equal to front. అది మీకు ఫ్రంట్ ఇక్కడ రేర్ ఇక్కడ ఉన్న ఓకే మనకు ఓకే అవుతుందండి. మీన్స్ if front is pointing to 0, rear is pointing to max minus 1, even though that equation works, or somewhere within the circular queue, if a front equal to rear plus 1 modulus max, there also it will work. అంటే rear front positions ఎక్కడ ఉన్నా కూడా circular queue లో, if you use that equation, then it is enough. It will directly display, if the condition is satisfied, it will display the circular queue is overflow. Students, are you following whatever I am telling? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay. So in that case, circular queue overflow you can write. For example, you want to insert, but front is pointing to -1. If front is pointing to -1, is there any chance of rear is pointing to some other location? Students, my question is, if a front is pointing to -1, is there any chance of rear is pointing to some other location?
Front -1 means rear also -1.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so that's why only we are writing here only front equal to -1. But if you get any confusion, you can also write here and, logical and rear equal to -1. But if front equal to -1 means by default rear should also -1. అంతేగాని అన్ని ఎలిమెంట్స్ డిలీట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఫ్రంట్ ని -1 చేసి rear ni -1 చేయలేదనుకోండి, the complete whatever the concept is there behind circular queue, that is wrong. Okay, that's why only we are writing. You can write either front equal to -1 or rear equal. మీరు కొందరికి డౌట్ రావచ్చు, మరి ఫ్రంట్ ఈక్వల్ టు -1 ఎందుకు పెట్టాలి సార్, rear equal to పెట్టచ్చు అంటే, you can, no issue. Even if rear equal to -1, what about the front value? If rear equal to -1,
Front also -1.
front also -1, no issue. Okay, ఏదైనా రాసుకోవచ్చు. So if that is the case, then what you have to do, whenever you want to insert, you have to set front and rear to zeros, because you want to insert a new element, but front is pointing to -1. Okay, you set the values to front and rear values to 0, then you assign the value whatever the 10 that you entered. Else, but if front is not pointing to -1 and the circular queue is not filled, means if rare equal to max -1, if rare equal to max -1 means if rare is pointing to this 4, then what you have to do, students? You have to set rare to 0 or rare to 5. You have to set rare to 0. Instead of this, what is the suggestion I have given? Instead of 0, instead of rare +1. ఈ రెండింటి దగ్గర ఇంతకుముందు డిస్కషన్లో నేను ఒకటి రాయొచ్చు, ఈజీగా ఉంటుందని చెప్పాను. ఏంటండి? What you can write from here? Rare equal to rare +1 modulus max. You can write here and here also. There is no issue. It's very simple. Okay. Now after that, after incrementing the rare, so within that position, you have to insert that item whatever you entered. Okay. Now that 10 is inserted in 0th position. Next, for example, you want to perform the deletion. Then choice value is 2, that is matching with the second case label. Then the deletion function call executed. It goes to the deletion. Here it is. So if front equal to -1 means the circular queue is already empty, so deletion is not possible. That's why it will display queue underflow. And next, what you have to do, for example, if front is not equal to -1, that means some value is there that is pointed by the front to delete. Then what you have to do, element deleted from queue is you have to display that element. That is front position element you have to display. How to display? CQ_array of front. And if only this is the element which is in the circular queue, then this condition is satisfied. Means if only one element is there within the circular queue, then front equal to rare. Then if you deleted that particular item also, then what you have to do, students, again? You have to set front
Rare
front
and
to -1 because only one element is there and that also we deleted. Otherwise, if a front is pointing to max -1, if a front is pointing to max -1 means to this position and you deleted this particular value, then what you have to do, you have to set front to 0. Right, ma? If you delete the corresponding last element. So that's why here front equal to max -1, front equal to 0. Otherwise, what you have to do here is, if it is other than the last position, it is enough to increment the front by 1. But what is the common equation you can write here and here as per our discussion? ఏంటండి ఏం రాయొచ్చండి? front +1 modulus max. Is it right or not?
Sir.
Now the last one here, if you want, you can also perform deletion. The choice is 2. See here, the element deleted from queue is 10. Now I am inserting some elements. 1, 10, 1, 20, 1. Okay. Now if you want to display, before that you see this quit, fourth one quit. If the choice is fourth one, case 4, then directly break. It exit from the switch. It will not execute any statements because you want to quit from the program. And if other than 1, 2, 3, 4, if you entered, then it display wrong choice. Whatever the entered, Whatever the choice you enter, that is invalid. So that's why you have to go for the only either 1, 2, 3, or if you want to close, you have to go for the 4. Then but if you give the option as the display 3, then this 3 is matching here with the third case label. It is calling display function. Then how to display C here? So front position is pointing to front. Means, for example, this now front position is 1. I am writing here. Front position pointing to front ante. What is the front position value, ma? For this example?
1.
1. Okay. Now rear position is pointing to rear. Means, what is the value, ma? 0.
0.
Right, see here. First of all, before going to display the elements in the circular queue, you have to check whether the queue is empty or not. If the queue is empty, then nothing to be displayed. So that's why you have to check that condition. If front equal to -1 or rear equal to -1, you have to display queue is empty, circular queue. Okay, so print otherwise. What we have to display here? The queue elements we have to display. So what are the queue element? How to display? See here. If a front position is less than or equal to rear position, is front position is less than or equal to rear position?
Sir, less than rear position.
చూడండి ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ చూడండి. Front position is less than or equal to rear position.
Front not, sir.
ఏంటమ్మా? కాదు కదా. అదే means the condition is 1 is less than or equal to 0. No. Okay. So that's why here this condition is false. If this condition is false, while statement will not execute. Then it comes to the else part. Yeah. If front position is less than or equal to max -1, what is the max value?
Value 5, sir.
Is front position is less than or equal to max -1? -1 means 4. Is 1 is less than or equal to 4?
So 1 is less than 4.
So that's why this condition is true. Then what we are doing here, students, it is very simple. I want to display first of all the values from front position to the max -1. Front position to the max -1 అంటే ఏమొస్తాయండి? 10, 20, 30, 40 it will display. And after that what we are doing here, see here. అందుకోసం మనం ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నాం? From front position to max -1 అంటే 1 to 4 we are displaying all the values by incrementing the front position. Then again after that what we are doing here, students? Front position we are setting to 0. Why we are setting to 0? Up to max -1 అంటే up to 4 displaying the values completed. మరి 4 తర్వాత మళ్ళీ 5 వస్తుందా? రాదు కదా. ఏమొస్తుంది 4 తర్వాత? We should get 0. Yeah. So that is the reason only. Again we are changing front position value to 0 after displaying the max -1 position element. Then again you have to check whether front position value is less than or equal to rear position value. Means whether 0 is less than or equal to 0, because rear position is 0. Is 0 is less than or equal to 0?
Sir, 0 is equal to 0.
Yeah, less than or equal to 0. So that's why now we are displaying from 0th position to rear position. అంటే ఇక్కడ rear position కూడా 0 నే. From 0th position to 0th position we are displaying value. So that value is here 50. That 50 we are displaying here, and after that again front position is incremented. Now front position value is 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 0? because there is no change to rare position. Is 1 less than or equal to 0?
No, sir.
No. That's why the while condition false, it exits from the while. Okay. So this is how. And when this is executed, students, when this display is executed, when this part is executed, when front position
Front
is less than
equal to rear.
rare position, means like this. Suppose ఇక్కడ ఏం లేదండి, రేర్ దీని పాయింట్ చేస్తుంది అనుకోండి. If it is like this, okay, now see here, front position is front position is front అంటే వాల్యూ ఎంత అండి, 1 కదా, రైట్. నెక్స్ట్ ఒకటే నిమిషం అమ్మ, అయిపోయింది. Yeah. Now, okay. Front position equal to front. What is the value of front? 1. Rear position equal to rear. What is the position of rear? 4. And now here, front position is less than or equal to rear position. Right, ma? 1 less than or equal to 4. Condition 2. So then in that case, it will display all the values from front position, that is 1, to rear position, that is 4. Okay. So if you display here, for example 3, it will display 10, 20, 30. Means in this case, this condition is satisfying. This execute out because front position value is 0, rear position value is 2, because we inserted 3 elements only. Students, is this clear or any doubts?
Clear, sir.
Yeah, okay, man, thank you. Just wait and downloading the attendance. Yeah, okay, students, thank you. You can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.